What's up, everybody? Tiger Joker here, Purple and Gold Talk. Uh, Tough loss for the Tigers tonight. Um, we knew that it was going to be tough. We knew that the offense we were facing, and the question was, could LSU offense keep up with that? Um, on the night where you had 10 hits, 10 hits scattered. Um, I think a quote by Koki Riley. Um, the Tigers have fell behind by 3 or more runs 10 times out of the last 11 games. That's just not uh, a way to success. Again, the Tigers had 10 hits, but lose the game 10-4, giving up 12 hits to Texas A&M. Now, going into the game, we all knew Texas A&M was a very good offensive team, and they proved it. They did what they needed to do to win. They hit with runners in scoring position, something the Tigers didn't do. The Tigers went 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, and that one hit came in the 8th. Not taking advantage of the situation when you have runners on, the 2-out hit, not getting a run home from third base with less than 2 outs is what's plagued this team all season. Yes, we've had comeback after comeback after comeback, but sooner or later, it's not going to happen. And tonight it didn't. I mean, you would get down, 1-0 in the third inning when Texas A&M would get runners on first and third with nobody out. Casey would get the strikeout, and then ground ball to first base, scores the run. That right there is things that LSU doesn't do. Runner at third base, less than 2 outs, ground ball to first base, scores the run. That's something that LSU struggles with time and time again. Pitching, I mean, Casey Evans gave you 5 innings. He had 8 strikeouts, did walk 3. He gave up 7 hits. It's the timely hits. You look at in the 5th inning, 2-out RBI from Texas A&M puts them back up after you come back and tie the game up on a Stephen Milam home run. Situational hitting is what Texas A&M did, and LSU didn't. Texas A&M didn't hit the ball hard when scoring the runs early. They did late with a couple home runs, but in the 5th inning, they hit the ball where you wasn't. Back up the middle, going with the ball to the opposite field. When your shortstop or your second baseman is playing close to the bag at second base, they put the ball right where they needed to be in the 4-hole. Things that this LSU team just constantly fails at doing. And even after the game, you can tell that Jay Johnson really, has an understanding that this team is what it is, and he understands the failures, saying that he takes blame of the construction of this team and it won't happen again. I promise you, you want to see a pissed off Jay Johnson come portal season, watch. Because he's not happy with what's going on in the field. as well. The fans aren't. We understand that. And you have every right to be not happy. But he also sees it and he understands it. And I promise you, he's going to do what he needs to do to fix it. He also mentioned, not replacing two players that were irreplaceable. You look at people like, say, Michael Braswell was a leader for this team. And yeah, Jay went out and got Dardar and Caraway in the portal. But he also let people like Mikey Ryan go. Now, I love Dardar. He has done great things for this team. And happy to have him. But I don't know. The Tigers are back on the field tomorrow with another chance to turn it around. Because right now it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Your season is dwindling down, and every game you lose makes it that much tougher. The season's not over in any way completely. I don't care if you lose 10 of your next 14 games. It's still not over. You can still go to Hoover and win it. Now, that almost seems impossible. It does. We've seen crazier things happen. You look at Ole Miss back in 22. They had to win the SEC championship to get in. And they did. One of the last teams in. And what did they do? They went on to win the national championship. Like I said, it's not impossible. Very hard. They're going to be very, very hard to do. And I understand that, what you're watching out on the field right now isn't fun. I also want to mention another thing that I had a discussion about tonight, saying that this team doesn't care. That's wrong. You cannot tell me that them players in that dugout, the players on the field, do not care. Are they underperforming of what a typical LSU program is? Absolutely. We can all agree that. But to tell me that them players in that dugout do not care is wrong. You may not see it on TV. Go to the game. You can see the interaction in the dugout. You can see them hyping each other up. If they didn't care, it wouldn't be that way. When people say there's no drive, there's no emotion, there is. Watch it. They're not giving up. They're going to go back out there tomorrow and they're going to give you the effort that they have always given you. They're playing to win the game. I could see some things changing. Jay Johnson, in his post game, talked about, he recognizes what's going on. He recognizes the failures. And I expect him to do everything physically possible to fix it. He's not giving up on this season. You shouldn't either. You still watch the Tigers every game. Now, I understand you might not want to. That's you. I'm still going to, because I love this program. And I'm going to support this program. They can lose the rest of the season, and I'm still going to watch. We may not be the same. I understand that. People post on X that this team is unwatchable. Stop watching. You can't complain about it if you're not watching. But I promise you, them same people are going to be there when this program turns it around or this program wins their next national championship. The same fans are going to be back and cheering like they never left. We know that. It happens all the time. They said that on Go Deep Dive, LSU baseball is like the Alabama football. You're going to cheer loud, but you're also going to complain when things don't go right. You have every right to not be happy about this season. You think them players are happy? They're not. You think they're, running through their mind of things they can do to fix this? Absolutely. They wouldn't be going out there every day if they didn't care. But yeah, we still, Tigers play tomorrow. Go out and support them. Cheer for them. If you don't want to, that's fine. That's on you. I'm going to. And there's plenty of people out there that is going to be out there cheering for them. Game is moved up to 4:30, so it's an earlier game. If you don't know about it, Paul Jarrett, Walk It Off Talk, having a tailgate, go say hi. Many of people are going to be there in the LSU baseball community, podcast community, all that. People that have supported this baseball team, people that put their time and effort to bring stuff like this to you. I'm just doing it because I like to do it. Maybe one day I can be better at it. Absolutely. But there's other people out there. David Billiot travels an hour plus there, an hour plus back every game to cover this team. He doesn't get paid to do that. He does it because he loves it. He does it because he loves this program. That's a fan. Paul Jarrett, we talked about him, Walk It Off Talk. He does pick the click every game. And if you think that he does that for no reason, no, he does it because he loves this program. He gets the interaction. He gets the fans in. And that's what it takes. Speaking of, this program, this community, Miss Brandy Fry, she stepped up big when, people started talking about money for this program. I want to give my boy Jarrett big shout out. Him in the chat right here. Actually got to meet him tonight for the first time. Season isn't over until there's a statistical metric that says so. Absolutely. It's not over until you officially say you're not in the tournament. There is no time in baseball. You keep playing. But I want to shout out to him. He got a movement started on X by making one simple post about raising money for LSU baseball, helping Jay Johnson build the program up to what it deserves. And it blew up. Money started coming in. People started making donations. People like Miss Brandy Fry stepped up and offered this right here. Ethan Fry signed baseball card. If you don't think fans care, that's a proof right here that they do. It's Brandy Fry, Ethan Fry's mom. Son is no longer on this team, but she knows what Jay Johnson means to this program and is willing to help it out. Paul Jarrett went out, purchased a Dylan Cruz signed baseball jersey, and he's giving it away tomorrow. All you had to do was donate. He's not making no money off of that. That money's going to the coaches committee to support this program. You want this program to be better? Do your part. Help out. If you don't want to, that's on you. I understand that you might not be physically able to, and that's fine. Support the team. Be there to support them. Show them that you care, because I promise you they do. I promise you, Jay Johnson is probably sitting in his office right now, racking his brain on what he can do to win tomorrow, because that's what he does. The man has dedicated his life to baseball. He's the greatest coach in college baseball, greatest coach in baseball, period. You have to trust that he will fix it. It may not be this year. This season may end with no postseason. And if I'm not mistaken, the last time that happened was 2011. You don't think the players know that? You don't think that that is something to care about? That you have a chance to be the first team since 2011 not to make the postseason? Absolutely not. They know that, and they care about that. So, another thing we could talk about, since LSU baseball did lose, LSU softball did get a big win tonight over a certain team that doesn't like us very well in any sport, Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin was in attendance. I don't know about you, but I like the pettiness of Lane Kiffin. I absolutely do. I love that he can poke and poke and poke, and they get so fired up about it. It's funny. It really is. Now, there's some fans over there that take it a little bit too far. Absolutely. There's fans from the LSU side that take it too far. It's social media. It's going to happen. If you can have respect for each other and make it fun, then it will be. If you didn't go to the game tonight, you see this jersey back here. You could have got that. Military appreciation jersey at the game. Who wouldn't want that? I know I did. I know a couple guys before the game did, and they got them. So, come out tomorrow, support this team, support your fans, your fellow fans that support this team. Have a great time. Have a little fun. Go watch a game. I mean, I was looking forward to, Saturday night in the box, but 4:30 game is just as good. As a baseball team, your back is up against the wall. How do you respond? If you didn't watch, go deep dive before that. Zach Nunez kind of brought this up, that the words that Jay Johnson spoke in his post-game interview was kind of basically saying that he understands the failures of this team. Not really talking down on them, but just, mentioning the failures. As a player, if that doesn't get you motivated to prove him wrong, I don't know what does. Go out tomorrow, prove him wrong, and play baseball. Because guess what? The season's not over. You still have a chance. I would say that you have to win 7 to 8 games over your next 14 SEC games. And it can happen. Absolutely can happen. It's going to be hard, but it's possible. It starts tomorrow. William Schmidt on the mound. looking for a bounce back performance after short outing last week against Ole Miss. He's going to face that same potent Texas A&M offense. I'm trying to pull it up. The pitcher they will be facing tomorrow. A lot of people say it's pretty much their ace. Aiden Sims. I'm sorry, I had to find it. Aiden Sims. A lot of people believe that he is their ace. He has the best stuff. He's 6-0 on the year with a 3.56 ERA. So he's going to be the best arm that you face on the weekend. And we've seen how this team has handled ace pitchers, and it hasn't been good. But we know that they can. He had 10 hits tonight. Can you get back-to-back double-digit hit performances? Can you get that hit when needed? That 2-out RBI? Can you get that run in from third with less than 2 outs? Situational baseball. Paul's talked about this a lot. Lay down a bunt. If a team's going to shift against you, which they have a lot this year. If you watch the games this year, teams shift against LSU a lot. And guess what? LSU hits into the shift. Lay a bunt down. They're not going to put anybody at third. Lay a bunt down. Get the base runner on. Because this team can hit home runs. But you know what's better than home runs? Home runs with people on base. Lay a bunt down, get the first, move the line up. 2-run homer is better than a solo. I mean, I'm not a smart man, but 2 is better than 1, right? Shout out to a couple players tonight that had a good night. It's not all bad. I mean, Cade Aaron Beatty went 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, and an RBI. Actually got a big single in the 5th inning to pull the score to 4-2. If you could have got a 2-out base hit at that moment, maybe turn the game around. It's just something that this team can't figure out how to do. Unless we're down by 7 going into the 7th or 8th inning, when we finally figure it out. Another highlight of the night, Stephen Milam went 2 for 4 with an RBI, solo home run. I'm going to call out Paul again. We'll pick the click. Miss Tiger Joker actually picked Stephen Milam tonight. And she picked the click and is the winner of a signed Alex Bregman program. It's going to be up on this wall once I get everything set up. But it's fans like Paul Jarrett, walk it off talk, that do things like that for this program to get the fans interacting. He doesn't do it to get paid for it. He's spending money. He's spending his own money to get these things, to give them away. That is a true fan. That is a man of the people. If you talk to Paul, he'll say he's nobody. But he is somebody to a lot of people. He is doing amazing things for this fan base. Pitching wasn't great tonight. You got, I'll say Danny Lockenmeyer. I'll give him a little congratulations on a good night. Came in his last 3 outings. He came in, he hit the first batter. After a couple outings where he was pretty good in his appearances, the last 3 wasn't so good. 3 appearances, hit the first batter, and get pulled. Comes in tonight, 1 inning pitched, 3 strikeouts. Connor Bench came in. Connor Bench has been getting some very, very big outs for you lately. We talked about this the other day, the circle of trust of the bullpen. So my circle of trust right now would be Gavin Guidry, Grant Fontenot, which I know he came in tonight, gave up a home run, but he's still on my circle of trust. Devin Sharon, Santiago Garcia, Zach Cowan, and I would throw Connor Bench in there. Connor Bench has been pitching very well lately. He did throw 2/3 of an inning tonight. He had 2 strikeouts, and he gave up a weak ground ball base hit to A&M's leadoff batter, which the run would come around to score. So he actually get charged with the earned run. But overall, good performance. And Kason Evans did throw 5 innings, 8 strikeouts, 7 hits. He walked 3. I would say his couple mistakes he had, not mistakes, couple down moments that he had. He would walk the 8-hole hitter, which was only batting, I say, 265 on the year. Slowest on the A&M team. He would walk him twice. And both times that walk would come around to score. He would walk him twice to lead off the inning, and that run will come around to score, just like it does so many times in baseball. Leadoff walks come around to score so many times. Not calling it a mistake, but when he came back out for the 6th, after giving up 3 runs in the 5th, I didn't think it was the right move, especially after he gave up the leadoff hit to start the 6th inning. And I expected Jay to come get him, and he didn't. He left him in to face, what's the guy's name? I'm sorry. Joran Wilson. Same guy that he had struck out the 2 previous at-bats. So I could see him one way where Jay wanted him to face him, but he was also at the end of his rope, over 100 pitches, and Joran Wilson would hit his first home run of the night. He would later go on to hit his second one of the night, but at that moment, you had just brought the game back to 4-2, 2-run homer, push the lead back to 4 runs. I only want to give a shout out to Jordan Wilson. He's a freshman. The kid's a stud. Big left-handed bat. I don't know how he made it to campus. I don't know nothing about him. I haven't done research on him, just watching him play tonight. He's got 9 home runs on the year as a true freshman. That's big. So, yeah. We did say on the show earlier you couldn't let Caden Sorrell beat you, and you really didn't. He did have 1 RBI in the 3rd inning when he grounded out to first base with a runner on 3rd with less than 2 outs. He did his job. You didn't let him beat you. He did his job. He would walk 3 times, but he went 1 for 3 at the plate with a strikeout. Going into the game, we knew that Kason Evans had to be big. First inning started out huge. 3 strikeouts wrapped around a little backside base hit. And sitting in the stands, I was like, here we go. Just didn't happen. Tigers would get on 2-1 in the first and couldn't get the 2-out hit that it needed. Common problem of this team. So, what do we do from here? You go play baseball. There's nothing left to do. There's not giving up. I promise you, this team's not giving up. As a fan base, you shouldn't give up. I'm going to be watching. Plenty of more people that I know are going to be watching. I'll watch to the final out. I stay to the final out tonight, just like I do in every game. 10-4 game, bottom of the ninth, I stay. And I will continue to stay. As a fan, I believe that those players deserve you to be there supporting them. Because guess what? They're still standing in the box. They're still taking swings. They're still pitching. You should still be there supporting them. Now, I understand people got things to do. That's fine. I'm not leaving. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, watching games at the box. Not only do fans leave early and empty out when we're losing, but they also do it when we're winning. That's one thing I never understood. Come the 7th or 8th and we're winning, next time you're in the box, just watch. People start fouling out. Unless it's postseason baseball. Postseason baseball, they don't leave. Now, I understand you're trying to beat traffic because getting out of LSU after a baseball game is not easy. Like tonight, it was very easy because everybody left. But stay. Support the players. Show your support. Cheer loud. The box was packed tonight. As well as it should be. So that's pretty much going to wrap it up for me tonight. A little short show. I'm just doing, not filling in, but AP usually does this on Friday nights, but he is actually, if he's not here already, he's on his way to Baton Rouge and going to be at the tailgate tomorrow. So I decided to jump on, do a little stream, and just talk about some things. But we will be out there tomorrow. We will be at the tailgate. We will be at the game. If you're going out there, reach out. I'd love to meet you. I met Jarrett tonight. You may know him on X as Coyote Operator. Great guy. Got a great movement started. I met him tonight. Mr. Jim Cross, in Off the Bench podcast. Finally met him tonight. We've communicated many times. We've had discussions. We've, shared each other's stuff on X. But tonight, actually got to meet him, shake his hand, talk to him. Great guy. My guy, Paul, I've met him a couple times already, but, got to hang out with him tonight, just like we're going to do tomorrow. So if you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow, come on out. If anything, come out to the tailgate. If you don't want to go to the game, if you don't want to watch the game, if you can't go to the game, still come out. Come hang out, meet some fans, meet some fans of this program. You're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time. If you want, stay and watch the game. I promise you. It's going to be fun. Win or lose, being in Alex box is always fun. Tonight, me, Miss Tiger Joker, and two little jokers enjoy the game. It's my little boy's first time at the box tonight. He made it 4 innings before he wasn't interested anymore. But guess what? He stayed the whole game. He did have the iPad to keep him company, but He stayed the whole game. So bring your kids out. It's something they will enjoy. My little one's going to be out there tomorrow at the tailgate. He would love people to play with. Bring them out. Show support for this team that you love. So that's going to wrap it up tonight. If you don't mind, give this a like. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on X. Follow me at Tiger Joker 84, Purple and Gold Talk 1. Like the video. It's free. And I look forward to coming to y'all more with more content later on. I'm sure if you follow the pick to click thing, you'll see us on there tomorrow. You'll probably see a couple live videos tomorrow of just fans having fun. And that's the way it should be. You still have time to enter for the Dylan Cruz signed jersey on X. Go Paul Jarrett or Walk It Off Talk. $25 donation is all it takes to be entered to win a Dylan Cruz signed jersey cased already. For $25, if you win that, you can't beat it. And if you want to take it home tomorrow, if you were picked, show up at the tailgate because Paul will be there with the jersey. So, like I said, that's going to wrap it up. Tigers look for a bounce back tomorrow. Let's see if it can happen. Until next time, go Tigers.